there was a random British guy who I've never met in my life, and he's sitting in Singapore in the Qantas Business Lounge, and he's reading a newspaper article about a very distinct, significant thing that happened in my career 4 years prior to 2005. And the article was basically about me making my comeback back into the Proteas team. And for some reason, this guy found a liking into me, and he was on his way to Brisbane to go dive at the Barrier Reef. Everything happened at the same time. This test match was going on, and then fortunately we saved that test match. I got 100, everything really nice. And then 4 months after that, I was living in the Vrystaat in Bloemfontein, and I was lying in my bed one night and I was going through my post, and I saw there was a letter from London. And I actually recognized that because there was a Queen Majesty stamp on it. So I opened up the letter, and it was 2 pages typed, and the first page basically said, Jacques, I've been following your career with keen interest. I want to congratulate you on the fact that you came back into the South African team. Well done on your 100. And then the second page, she said, I've recently been revisiting my financial situation, and I'm asking your permission to include you in my will. Being a Dutchman, I'm like, what does that mean? And I asked my wife, and I said, like, well, is this a hoax? Is it a prank? Someone's pulling the funnies on us? And so I left his email address, and I Googled this guy, and the next thing I replied and I said, thank you for the kind gesture, I would seriously consider it. But I'd like to get to know you first, because obviously I thought this was a joke. And the next thing, this guy replies, and like for the next couple of months we had conversations back and forth. And in that same time, he said that he wants to fly to South Africa and take my wife and I out for dinner. Like, who does that? So he flew all the way from London, landed at Johannesburg, drove down to Bloem, stayed the week with us, had an unbelievable, significant time. And then just after that, I signed callback for Yorkshire. So a story that basically runs parallel to this story is my parents were sadly divorced in 2004, which was 34 years before that. And that following year in 2007, I was playing for Yorkshire. One day I was driving back home, and I just felt this inclination to phone my mum. And I phoned my mum, and she was going through a tough time. And I just said to her, listen, I believe and hope and pray that everything will work out for you. I will help you as far as I can, and so forth, as you do. And then Alan, that's his name by the way, he used to live in London and drove up to Leeds every fortnight or so to come and watch me play cricket for Yorkshire. And like 2 weekends after the phone call, he was staying over at my house in Leeds, and we were standing in the kitchen. And something went on in my head, and I thought to myself, this guy is exactly the same age as my mom. He's never been married. He's looking for a partner. I'm going to play Cupid here. So I then said to him, in a typical Afrikaans way, how would you like it if I was your squinsian? And he said, like, what do you mean? I said, no, I want to introduce you to my mother on a blind date. And he's like, yeah, I'm all for it. I sent my mom a message. She's over the moon. A couple of weeks later, he flies out to South Africa. He meets my mom at Melrose Arch. And December this year, they've been married for 10 years.
That's incredible.